Hello, welcome to the Household of Faith Daily Devotional. Today's January 27th, 2019, and we are going to talk to you about, again, the hidden potential. And the hidden potential that God has placed inside of you, it lasts forever. So, the subject is forever. Now, we've talked about a lot of things over this past week, but one of the most constant things in the universe is that the truth is forever. You know, the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of truth, and once you grab a hold to the truth, and you hold on to it because you know it is so. The Bible tells us that we will know the truth, and the truth will make us free. It sets us free, and it keeps us free. So it is really up to you to hold on to that truth that you know, and not allow anyone to change that truth. The potential definition for today is capacity. Capacity to become or to develop in the future. God already knew what we would be because He has known us from the beginning. So He knew what we would do. He knew the choices, and we've gone over that. But I want to talk about something that really, in my own life, at this late stage of life, as some would say, but it's more exciting now than ever. You know, these gray hairs are for real, and I don't want to change it. I love the gray. I really do. When I was younger, and I think it probably started when I was about 11. I was in the sixth grade, and I wanted to be a writer. And I wrote my essays and all of that stuff for English. I think that was one of the main reasons why I loved English so much, and I was so good at it because we used to have what you call English composition, where you had to write compositions. Hence the composition notebooks that some people don't understand why they call them that. Well, because we used to have to write things, and they weren't exactly essays, but they were along those lines, and theses and things like that, short stories and whatever. And I remember a few years ago, my sister asked me about writing, and like a lot of people, I have a blog that I've used and written in for many years now, and published well over 350 separate messages and articles. But I never thought that I would write the way that I do write. But I've always wanted to write, and there's a book in me somewhere, you know. And I'm not thinking about writing the same way I used to think about it, especially when I was in the world. Because what's really important is that what you write, the truth of what you write. And I am absolutely confident that everything that I write is absolutely true. There is no doubt about what I'm saying. I research the sources and things like that, but more importantly, it is something that God put inside of me, and something that I didn't even realize that I have realized, something that I always wanted to do my entire life. And that was gratifying to know that the potential that God placed inside of me to be a good writer was not wasted. And we don't always get to pick the way the potential is used and the venue that it is used through, or who we reach. We don't always have that luxury. But if you stick with what God has planned for you, then you will never, ever disappoint Him. And it's not about whether I'm disappointed in myself, because no, I'm not. I know that there were times when I wasn't living up to any of the standards of the potential that I knew was inside of me. But now, for such a time as this, God is using me in the manner that He chooses. And because of the fact that I am willing to let Him do it, that makes it even more gratifying. So, your potential is always with you. It's with you forever. Even when this existence is over, your potential is still going to be there, because whatever God created you for, He didn't just create you for it on this earth. He created you to do that for eternity. Now, I heard a story once that they were saying that, in heaven, Paul, they saw a vision of heaven or whatever, and they saw Paul, and he was a little short man, and he was sitting like on a wall, and there were children of all ages, I mean spiritual children, all around him, and he was teaching. And I thought that was kind of funny, and I've always kind of remember every so often I'll think about that whatever God gifted you to do, is that true? Will you be doing that in eternity? Because there are going to be people who aren't going to know. So how will they know unless they're taught? And how can you teach unless God has anointed you and put inside of you everything that you need to be a great teacher? I hope that this has been a blessing to you. Tomorrow is our final day on talking to you on the topic of your hidden potential, and we're going to be closing out this week's topic with your kingdom usefulness. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much.